Hey, welcome back to the channel, Blind to Billionaire. This is Matt, and today's video is all about cane phobia. All right, calm down now. It's time for the video. I know you're still laughing about the intro. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about cane phobia. What is it? What are some of the symptoms? And what are some of the ways around your fear of using a white cane, or possibly in some instances, being seen with a white cane? So like I just described, well, first of all, I don't even know if a cane phobia is a real thing, but let's just say I just made it up. I don't know. Maybe it is a term that people throw around. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's something we just made up. I don't know, but we're going to talk about it anyway because I think it is actually a real thing. The reason I know that is because I've actually had some discussions with a few people on this channel. So anyway, let's get into it. So cane phobia, how do we define cane phobia? Like, what is it? What are some of the symptoms? So cane phobia, just like a basic understanding or a basic definition that I'm giving it, is basically the fear of using a white cane if you're blind or visually impaired, or it could also be the fear of being seen with a white cane out in public. Now, why would someone be fearful of being seen with a white cane out in public? Well, this topic has actually come up in different conversations that I've had with people in the comments section on a lot of these videos, and it's simply just the fear of people judging or people thinking like, oh, that person doesn't fit in, or possibly in some instances feeling like you need to act a certain way once you have that cane out. So these are some of the symptoms and some of the fears that people have if they're blind or visually impaired and they need to start using a cane. So now, what are some of the ways around feeling this way? So if you're blind or visually impaired and you rely on a white cane, well, it's going to be just like anything else. When you first start using it, it's going to feel really weird and uncomfortable. I've been there. I'm actually still there. It still feels really uncomfortable for me, and I feel a little bit intimidated. But what is the best way around that? Well, continued use of the cane over time will increase your confidence and make you more comfortable in situations. Now, one really nice thing about being blind and or visually impaired, if you are completely blind or if you are visually impaired to the point you can't see a lot of your surroundings, one nice thing is that you can't see people looking at you. So you don't really know if people are watching, if they're gawking, or if no one's watching at all. There could be no one around at all. You just don't know. So that's one nice thing about being visually impaired. However, if you're someone like me, you always assume people are watching just because that's just, I guess, how I am. I could be somewhere and there's not a single person around, but it's like, oh my gosh, I think someone's watching me. Maybe that's just because I have a lack of confidence using the cane, and I always subconsciously feel like, oh no, they're watching me use the cane completely wrong. And it's actually, Corey has actually made a really good point. When I've brought these situations up before, she said, who is a sighted person to tell you that you're using a cane wrong? They don't know anything. You know what I mean? Like, clearly they could know how to use a white cane, but generally they're probably going to look at a blind person using a white cane and think, yeah, that person knows exactly what they're doing with that cane, right? So these are just some of the thoughts and I guess some of the ways around feeling fearful about using a white cane. Just continue to use it. Like I was saying, just like everything else, the longer we do something, the more confident we get with it and the more comfortable we get in our surroundings. So now, what is the purpose of the white cane and how does it benefit someone who's blind or visually impaired? Well, I mean, there's so many ways that it can be beneficial to us, right? If we can't see our surroundings and we rely on the white cane for our navigation and for our safety to give us an indication of what is coming in front of us when we're walking, well, in many situations, a white cane basically symbolizes freedom and independence for us. So although it's somewhat intimidating when you first start using a white cane, ultimately it's the symbol of freedom for someone who can just whip out their cane and just start going. I mean, I've connected with so many different people on this channel who have gone through the formal orientation mobility training, and they are just like completely independent. And it's kind of funny, a few people I've talked to, they say, as long as I have my phone, my cane, and my credit card, I'm good. I can just go out and do whatever I want. And you wouldn't believe how many people have actually told me that. And it's just like, it's so cool to think someone that's completely blind, like they literally have not even light perception, and this also applies to people with light perception and just low vision, but just the thought that somebody is so confident with their white cane that they can literally walk out of their house, have 3 items with them, their phone, credit card, and their cane, and they can just do whatever they want. They have the freedom, the independence to go out and do whatever it is that they want. So what's the quick, easy answer for the resolution of feeling like you have cane phobia? I don't know if other people experience this, but I know that I definitely went through a period where I experienced some severe cane phobia simply because I felt really insecure walking around out in public with a cane. And the reason I felt that way is because I always felt like people were looking at me. I didn't feel like I was using it correctly. I felt like I needed to act a certain way. I don't know why I feel this way. I'm just being completely transparent with you. I felt like as long as I had that cane out and extended, I feel like I needed to maybe exacerbate the symptoms of feeling low vision or being someone who's low vision. I felt like maybe I needed to trip on things, or I felt like I needed to stare straight forward and that I couldn't look around. Even when I look around, I can't really see a whole lot other than some light here and there. I felt like I couldn't turn my head and look around because then people around me would think, wait, that guy has a white cane symbolizing that he's blind or low vision. Why is he looking around like he can see everything? So anyway, these are some of the ways that I kind of got over that. I just continue using it, and you just get more comfortable with it, just like everything. So anyway, this is just a really quick explanation of cane phobia, maybe some of the symptoms, some of the ways that people experience cane phobia, and ways that you can get around it. Anyway, hopefully this video was somewhat helpful and somewhat entertaining. So today's actually July 3rd. Obviously tomorrow is July 4th, Independence Day here in the United States. So maybe I will bring you a bonus video of the fireworks display tomorrow night. I'm not sure if I will, but you may get a bonus video this week of the fireworks display. Anyway, if you have any comments or questions, stick those down below. I would love to hear from you if you feel like reaching out. Otherwise, if you're new here, I'd love it if you subscribe. I have a ton of other videos talking about anything blind and visually impaired related you could ever possibly think about. And I'm uploading more videos every day of the, well, not every day, 3 days of the week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So anyway, thanks for watching this, and hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow with some fireworks. All right, see you soon.